So Bill, things have been changing dramatically in the mortgage industry for many years now. However, even just in the past 2 or 3 years, it seems like the speed of change keeps accelerating faster and faster. And sometimes people get a little confused as to where they should go and why to either borrow money on a purchase to buy a new home or to refinance. So let's talk about why Fairway Independent Mortgage is so unique in comparison to, say, we'll just say one of those big banks.
Yeah, the big banks.
The big banks, or even some of the gigantic mortgage companies where people tend to be a number, rather than a customer. Why should they work with you at Fairway Independent Mortgage versus some of those other lenders?
That's a great question. There's a few reasons. Specifically, in our office, we have a team approach. Now, if I'm out of the office like I am today, we have my team of assistants and processors that can answer any client's question. Now, you go to the big banks, you're not going to find that.
You get caught up in the voicemail system for 45 minutes before you can get to talk to anybody, right?
Right. Yeah. So service and communication is really the key. In addition to that is, we lend the money. We don't broker it out. So we actually lend our own money. The banks have to pay their overhead. They have to pay their health insurance for their people. Their rates are higher. Our rates are typically lower than the banks. Our turnaround time, underwriting, processing, we can close a purchase in 3 weeks. There's not a bank out there that can close a purchase that quickly.
So Bill, this leads me to the next thought in my mind. Not only is the relationship with you great for the borrower, it has to be great for the realtor as well. I mean, I know much of your business comes from realtor referral, and to know that you're going to close a purchase loan in 3 weeks or by whatever the purchase and sale date is, that's going to be very comforting to the realtor to know that, first of all, their borrowers are being well taken care of. It's going to close on time, and let's be honest, they're going to get paid their commission check faster and on time, and that's important to realtors these days.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on our realtor relationships, and again, we communicate, and that's one of the biggest complaints in any business is lack of communication. We'll always communicate every single week with our real estate agents, no matter even if anything is not happening on that file, whether it's in underwriting, processing, appraisals ordered, commitments due. We communicate, we over-communicate.
Wow.
Our motto is, if they have to call in to us, we're not doing our job. So we always try to be proactive and release information to our real estate agents.
Well, I'd say if you're one of those realtors who's been consistently involved in closings where the big bank, pushes back the closing date by a week, 3 weeks, Bill, I've heard it as long as 60 to 90 days.
Oh yeah.
Where a realtor's stuck in the middle trying to manage the relationship with their client and still try to get the loan done, and they lose credibility, they're embarrassed, they lose money. That should never happen, and it will never happen with a company like Fairway. I mean, not only obviously do I know you personally, we've worked together, I mean, right on up to the president of Fairway Independent Mortgage, who I've met and known personally. I mean, there's a different approach at Fairway. It seems to be much more, almost like community-oriented or very, very customer-centric. There's no such thing as someone getting caught up in your voicemail system for 30 minutes and missing a closing date by even a week or two, because that hurts a lot of people.
I've been doing this for about 14 years, and I've been with Fairway over 4, and there hasn't been a purchase that has not closed on time.
Wow.